that the universe works in algorithms, right? Mamma mia, no, 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 no.
Well, most people don't know how they work.
What do you mean?
Well, that's when all these manifestation people are trying to describe
How to hack one of the algorithms to use it for what you want.
But the thing is, if you don't fully understand it, it won't work for you. And there's 3 mistakes that most people make.
And the first one is that most people don't realize this simple thing. The universal algorithm mirrors your own self-worth and identity back to you. If you have the identity of someone who doesn't have miracles or amazing things ever happen to them, or someone who always struggles with money, then the algorithm reflects it back to you, just like when you scroll on social media and you watch the same things over and over. The algorithm puts the same thing to you, same thing in the universe. So changing your identity is what will result in a different focus. But then the next problem is that people just think that if they think differently about themselves, that's the solution. When if you only do that by itself, it's the second mistake. It's thinking that thinking is enough to change. And I'm talking about thinking about what you want specifically. This doesn't work because your brain's personal algorithms are too strong to overcome just by thought on its own. The subconscious emanates thoughts just like a Siri auto-suggestion 24/7 while you are in the beta brainwave state, which is what most people operate in all the time. So first off, the running notion that you need to understand here is that you are not what your brain suggests to you. And the context of what is happening in your life, according to the auto-suggestions, is also incorrect. But you need to go into the lower brainwave states and learn to feel, not just think, in the lower brainwave states to change the auto-suggestions, because much of what happens to us in our lives is because of the subconscious algorithm, not conscious thought. Now, why do I need to feel instead of think? Because a thought by itself doesn't change the frequency your body resonates at. A feeling does. For example, if I told you that you're stupid, but your subconscious programming is that you're really intelligent, it won't bother you and the thought doesn't affect how you feel. But what if I told you that you were stupid and your subconscious had an insecurity programming about being stupid? Then it would bother you. And then what happens? You agree with the thought, which causes you to feel a certain way about yourself, which affects everything in your life at that moment via your frequency. And your frequency paints your entire life experience. The feeling combined with the thought has enough electromagnetic charge to pierce into the subconscious if you can get into the lower brainwave states first. Because in the lower brainwave states, you can override the programming that has been put there by society your whole life. And the third mistake is really an unknown one because most people have no idea about the reincarnation process in the first place. It's that some of us make a choice pre-incarnation to become the greatest version of ourselves in this life, or at least attempt to. So what this means is that you will place in your personal life algorithms the opportunity to choose that path over and over, the greatest version of yourself path. Some call this destiny or purpose for incarnating. What happens is that many of us get tempted by the universe to manifest just for monetary reasons based on the ego mechanisms. But for some people, it just doesn't seem to work. No matter what they do, they can't seem to reach the next level in their lives. Well, this is because they aren't doing what the Eastern traditions call live their dharma, or what they came here to do and feel fulfilled doing. So for these people, the mistake can be to chase money only just for the sake of having more material objects, instead of realizing their purpose and true nature first, which will ironically provide them with the abundance they wanted all along. That's actually really fascinating and helpful. So where do people go from here? Well, in realizing that the universal algorithms are designed to support the greatest versions of ourselves, I tried it myself because I base what I do with my personal life experience. And as I did this, I'm now living my dharma as an author, running a successful podcast, and sharing a message of empowerment with millions and stories that I love to share with millions and millions across the world. And I thought to myself, I want to help other people figure out how to shift their timeline like I did. So I created the 7 Days to Timeline Shift Challenge, which starts soon, that is designed to help those who are ready to do just that.
I love you. You're the best dog ever.